Good morning, thriving warriors. Today is Thursday, July 6, 2023. Here we are in beautiful Pahrump on a beautiful day. The weather currently is 70 degrees. The low for today was 69. The high will be 102. So what does that mean? That's 33 degree temperature swing. Boom. Starting a little bit early today because I have to go to Tonopah. Well, I get to go to the court in Tonopah for one of our Bible study students who may be sentenced today. We're saying our prayers for Nicole Bristow. So that's where I will be. Unfortunately, I wanted to be at City Impact. Yeah, that's a problem. Maybe Charlene can go. Charlene, maybe you can go to City Impact. Take Matt with you. Maybe pick somebody up at the apartments. Let's see, maybe there's something there. Anyway, I looked at my calendar this morning and I promised Nicole Bristow I would be there for her sentencing today. So I'm going to be leaving at about 6:30 latest to get to Tonopah. But it's important to get to City Impact because we have the Bibles and some shirts and some other things. So Charlene, if you could do that, that would be great. Maybe Barb would like to go in exchange for me going with her to court next week. I know she's expecting that. They'd like a ride to hang out at the whatever. Let's try to make it happen. And Matt. And I'm pretty sure Nicole is available just to help. It would be good to spend time with her as so she can learn what we do and help her be more effective down at the apartments to support the people there, etc. Okay, so here we are, Department of Career Services, where our goal is simple. We're trying to help you on your journey from Someday Isle to Successlandia on Earth. As believers, we already know that our salvation is assured, but we want to do our best to help whatever part of God's plan we play. Saturday, we've been invited to go to the Pahrump Annual Revival. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Maybe Charlene can get up and speak. I would like to be in Tonopah at the jail. However, that's a different matter. Okay, so time is racing. Let's get started. How do we help you get from where you are Someday Isle to Successlandia? We do it through this podcast, but mainly the 19 little morsels that can be scooped up out of the metaphorical sea, easily ingested, digested, processed. Put them in your metaphorical backpack. Don't leave home without them. So starting with number 1, advice from an 80-year-old. Keep secrets. Keep secrets. All right. Number 2, let's get started officially. Have our coffee. I've already poured mine. Pen, paper. We need to write stuff down because we need to remember it. It's not enough just to actively or even passively watch. Our brains are not designed to remember stuff unless it has to do with solving a problem. And the more important the problem, the more we're likely to remember it. So if the problem has to do with life or death, we'll probably remember the solution. All right. So that's it. Let's do our attitude of gratitude. Let's write down, I'm so happy and grateful now that blank. I'm so happy and grateful now that what? Good cracker. Porcupine. Well, I'm happy that Danny and Joseph got here. They seem like good guys. Danny got his haircut, looks 1,000,000% better. Joseph jumped right in, has a can-do attitude. Danny got his TAM card. Joseph's going to get his today. I need to be back in Pahrump at 1 o'clock to look at the property that goes along with the activity on Wednesday. No, the 4th of July. Very important thing I forgot yesterday was Charlene's birthday. Turning 49. I'll never have that again. So Charlene is, I want to acknowledge, and I think everybody would agree, all the great work that Charlene does here. Selflessness, just doing the stuff that other people don't want to do. She does it without complaining and a whole lot more. We would not be here but for Charlene. So my apologies for not acknowledging it yesterday. You are loved. Okay, I think I can speak for everyone here. Okay, your presence is tremendously appreciated. Okay, next. This is week 3, day 4 in our 4-week neuroscience-oriented approach to success. This is David Phillips talking about this magical science of storytelling. So Monday, you want to get a crew on your boat because you can't get there alone. It's too far away. The boat you need to get there is too big for you to handle yourself. Okay, can't do it alone. So you got to get a crew. You got to get a crew of the right people. David Logan on Monday says, okay, join a tribe that's people that have the same characteristics, attributes, vision, culture, et cetera, as you. Join that tribe, nudge it forward. How do you nudge? Well, Seth Godin gives us a four-step formula on Tuesday. Find something to change. Why do we want to go here on my boat rather than that boat? Or why do we want to get on this boat, build a boat, go on it together? Why would we rather do that than the boat we're on? Find something to change. Tell a compelling story. Connect the true believers, ignore the non-true believers, and lead them. Okay, so we learned on Tuesday that. Wednesday, how to tell a compelling story. Really simple. The story is about why we need to change the status quo. It's not about how we're going to do it. It's not about what we're going to do. It's why we need to change the status quo. You're looking for people who believe what you believe, not people who can do what you want done. So that was yesterday. The compelling story is why we need to change the status quo. And then today is the magical science of storytelling, which is the story before the story. Simon Sinek always tells a story before the story to bond with people. So people see the world the same way. We're releasing the same neurotransmitters, and we're connected. People who are connected are more likely to cooperate than people who are not. Boom, simple, mic drop. Okay, so that's today. And David Phillips has 4 parts to his thing too. One is everybody's a good storyteller. Write down your stories. Match your stories to the neurotransmitters that you want to release. And then choose the story that complements the message you want to give. Watch the video. Okay, Seth Godin. It's a long one. We're going to skip it, but it's a very, very good one. Customer traction is the hard part. New business is complicated. It involves weaving together suppliers, partners, customers, processes, technology, leases, employees, logos, capital, and more. Along the way, it's easy to get distracted, but focusing on the hard parts is a useful way to move forward. You could work hard on the logo or double the supplier roster, or as you did once, spend time with your corporate lawyers brainstorming the way to make your terms of service more interesting. There are endless tasks to be done in starting a new venture, but most of the tasks are necessary, but insufficient. Your work, you can't begin without them, but by themselves, they won't create enough impact for your work to make a change happen. Every new project must create change or else it fails. Change the status quo. We spend time focusing on the tasks because the tasks are known and doable. It's a form of hiding. Worth noting, the hard part isn't the thing that costs you the most money. If you can outsource the work to an expert and get that work done effectively, it's not hard. It's just expensive. You don't need to build your own email server. You can rent one. And if you want to become a book publisher, it turns out that printing, typesetting, copywriting, copy editing, legal work, and the rest aren't actually hard. There are people who are eager to do that for you. The hard part involves customer traction. Can you find enough customers who will pay you a fair price and also choose to spread the word? Because if customers bring you customers and those customers all generate more income than expenses, you have a useful project. Every minute the founder spends not working on this question might be misallocated. Getting customers. Nothing happens till something's sold. Okay, Aesop's fable, The Man and the Lion. A lion and a man chanced to travel in company through the forest. They soon began to quarrel, for each of them boasted that he and his kind were far superior to the other, both in strength and mind. Interesting. Now they reached a clearing in the forest, and there stood its statue. It was a representation of Hercules in the act of tearing the jaws off of the Nemean Lion. See, said the man, that's how strong we are. The king of beasts is like wax in our hands. Ho, laughed the lion. A man made that statue. It would have been quite different scene had a lion made it. Moral of the story. It all depends on the point of view and who tells the story. I say, different time, different place. So that was in a time of extreme scarcity for most people. Most people, the world standards have risen. Not that they're good, they're just higher. So here's what I say to you. Re-examine your beliefs guided by a quest for kinship, companionship, love, kindness. A rising tide lifts all boats. Rather than debate who's better, it would be better to consider what they could do together. Companionship. All right, prayer of the day. Lord Jesus, as I start this day, I gaze at your face, your pierced side, and your wounded heart showing God's love for us. Take, Lord, and receive my heart, the words of faith that I speak, the works of justice I would do, my joys and sufferings. May these be united with your own offering for the life of the world, a whole world. Amen. Cool. Okay, how are we doing for time? Wow, 1,000,000 minutes. Okay, let's see. Charlene, thank you for the birthday wishes. Todd, good morning. Okay, so about time to wrap this up because we got to get the show on the road. So, the last two morsels to scoop out of the metaphorical sea. One, act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's not hard to do in this rising heat of the summer here. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Number two, if you're still here, that means God is not through with you yet. You still have something to do, and it involves meaning and purpose. Act such that everything you do matters, and service to others. Helping others helps you. Not get into heaven, that's by grace and grace alone, but that might earn you some crowns in heaven. Who knows? But at least you'll help make other people's lives better. So with that, Charlene says shalom and cut. and cut. Boom.